Hello, and welcome to Kerbalized Realism. I'm your host, Foxworth Human. It is spring 1955, and we have an incoming news special.
In 1952, the International Council of Scientific Unions, one of the world's oldest international bodies, announces that the 1957 to 1958 period of solar maximum, the peak of the 11-year-long solar cycle, would coincide with an international scientific project known as the Geophysical Year. This was an effort designed to promote healthy peacetime competition in the wake of the Cold War, and simultaneously promote global interest in Earth sciences. Not many take the Geophysical Year seriously.
The Dwight Eisenhower
administration announces that the United States would participate in the International Geophysical Year by attempting to launch the world's first Earth-circling satellite.
It is like nothing else so much, in my mind, as the radar room in a big battleship or some other complex thing that really is entirely beyond my comprehension, but is still capable of exciting my wonderment.
Following the announcement from President Eisenhower, they began construction of 3 new launch pads. To mission control, where they grab 2 new contracts, X-plane supersonic, to go a speed of 750 meters per second with no rocket engines allowed. Jet engines only. That'll be for Val to do. And then the new low space film return, go just above 80 kilometers and cover a downrange distance of 100 kilometers and return the film. And for that, the Kerbals have started to build their new rocket, the Kerbkin P900 with the early film camera. It's going to take 196 days to build. Early in the morning of May 20th, before the sunrise, Jeb is airdropped over the Atlantic 350 kilometers out at 13,750 meters high. His contract is to break Mach 3, which is 1,029 meters per second, holding level flight for 5 seconds, staying below 13,000 meters. So after dropping below the 13 kilometer mark, he ignites the engine, got a little bit squirrely before leveling out, and seemed to drift north. After the 5 seconds, he pulls up for the climb to 30 kilometers. A low fuel warning at 27 kilometers, but Jeb pushes on. Completely engulfed in flames of the atmospheric heating, just going over 1,950 meters per second, he gets just under 31,000 meters high. Out of fuel, a decision must be made. The Cape now seems too far to the south. Trying will most likely end up another splash down in the ocean once again, or attempt to find Langley or Wallops. He chooses to go inland and north for Langley or Wallops, when there is a flickering of light in the distance. Could it be? Yes, it is a runway, but which one is it? He's lined up nicely, and it is Langley, but Jeb is losing speed and altitude fast. Will he make it? There's a little bit of water here. He's got to clear that. He clears the water, but he will be forced to land short of the runway. But he did land on land for the first time. We will congratulate him on that, and he gets a few new ribbons from Frontier. Significant contract, 20 contracts, Mach 3, and the weird one, 4,000 meter mountain lander. Yeah, I don't think it was 4,000 meters at Langley, but okay. May 26th, Mission Control gets its upgrade finished. But boo, nothing happened. Last time they got that big dish. This time nothing visual, just 7 new contract spots. Up next in 18 days, after refueling And a new paint job, the KA-37 Sparrow, for Vale to go 750 meters per second. After 7 days of mission training, Vale is ready on June 21st. She is somewhere new at Moab for a little flight around the desert. Her new paint job is from TURD, T-U-R-D, TexturesUnlimited Repo Department. Not sure why her cockpit's glowing yellow. That takeoff was a little bit quick. She almost did a tail strike. But she's going to fly up to 3,500 meters. Set her speed to 755 meters per second. Crank on those afterburners. And away she'll go. As she turns and gets to a level here. We'll look at Moab and Edwards Air Force Base. There we go, level now. Afterburner's going. And now she'll have to hold her speed once she gets to 755 for 3 minutes. And then she'll turn around. Set the navigation back for Edwards. And now it's a good little cockpit view. There's the turnaround. Then the Edwards Air Force Base, Moab, that whole area textures from the STS. Something in our links in the description. The runways and that were from Dreamliner's expansion, also in the description. But yeah, the painted ones are part of the texture here as we fly over. And check out all the lake bed painted runways. At least one space shuttle landed in the lake bed. Not in Kerbal yet. We don't have space shuttles, but it's a real life space shuttle. But I hid some of Dreamliner's runways, the KK stacks, like down underneath the painted ones. I left his Moab ones. Whatever, even though it has it south of Edwards and the Moab base is really north of Edwards, but whatever. I got Moab and Edwards on a cool textured map thingy. Should be vantage number 2, but I haven't adjusted the runways and everything yet. And on our final drop, on our final approach, she drops to 1,500 meters and reduces speed to 175 meters per second. Coasts in. Brought the gear down there at some point. I missed that. Hopefully you didn't. can't believe it's not butter. Well, it's not margarine either. It's land, an airplane, on a runway, in the desert. And she just totally just killed the engine right there. Just shut him right off. She's like, I'm just gonna coast it. I believe she thought she was a little closer to the ground than she was. This could just floated in there. This kind of glides and floats for quite a long time. Is it down yet? Is it, oh no, there's a shadow. And oh, there we're down. That was might have been a little abrupt. Because we kind of thought we were on the ground. But it was just floating away. Gives a good old stop. She gets a ribbon for going Mach 2. July 26th, basic avionics and probes is unlocked. After an 8-day rollout, the P900 is ready to launch on October 30th. The countdown begins. Ignition and off it goes. Set to go just over 80 kilometers in height and at least 150 kilometers downrange. Starting the gravity turn, it is in position. Locking to the service prograde in just a second. There it goes, following service prograde. Starting to get some of that upper atmospheric pressure going on into the immense heating. Following the orbit prograde. I believe there was a mishap and it stages a little bit early, but it still manages to push its way through. And there is the actual separation coming up upon fairing deployment and the opening of the bay to start taking those wonderful photographs. Final separation to show off the heat shield. Pointing retrograde. Rotating to get more views of everything. And also hoping that a little spin might help with the heating on re-entry. And here comes the heat, and mistakes may have been made with not a big enough heat shield. Oh no, things have exploded. We have lost the film, we have lost the parachutes, we have lost just about every stabilizing fin. They were testing, and somehow the first edition got pushed out instead of the second edition that had the bigger heat shield, and it explodes into the ocean. But they remodeled the new Kerbalized PK9000 with a bigger heat shield, and they'll be coming off next year. Primitive solar panels finishes up October 31st. Happy Halloween! And on November 10th, basic solid rocket engines finishes, and that will be the end of 1955. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.